Hi everybody, and welcome. If this is your first time here, welcome back. If you have watched the entire series of setting up this Filofax with the Hobonichi HON, I know I have my cousin out. I wanted to show you because when we last left off on the video, I was commenting that having these stick out a little bit wasn't going to bother me because if they stick out of my Hobonichi, they do. So see how they stick out? That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me at all. So I wanted to show you that, and because we are going to be back planning, I needed to pop into my weeklies and then possibly my dailies so that I can do an appropriate back plan with this. So I am going to prop this bad boy up in the corner here so that I can see it. And then I already took out the washi tape sampler that I had stuck in here. And then over here, I did add some of the colored dots to this like surplus of stickers and stuff. So I also have that I can use. And then of course the stickers that I put in there. So I'm going to pull all of those out. I am going to also take one of these sticky notes to play with and put that on the back there, set that aside, and then we are going to pop in here, and I am going to back plan because it's dailies and not weeklies. I am going to just back plan one of these just to show you how I'm going to be using this planner. And because every video in this series so far has been so long, not like so long, then auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I don't even know that that's how that song goes. Okay, so Monday, July 1st. What I want to do is I want to put down some washi tape first. So I am going to grab my little washi tape here. I'm just going to tear it. I'm going to pop it down right here. Perfect, kind of not perfect. I kind of went over, so I'm going to cut that. It's just a wee bit. There it goes. It's just a wee bit over. And then let me see how well this is going to fit at the top. So I'm definitely going to have to cut it to fit. Okay, so let's cut this. Never hesitate to cut your stickers or your sticky notes. Customizing is just one of those things that I absolutely love doing and find pure joy in. Oh, that was just a tape runner, a glue tape runner. Put that down there. Okay, and then I'm going to pop in here and grab, I think, I'm going to grab this scooter. I'm going to wrap these back up, get all the air out of there so that I can put them back in and they are ready to go for next time. Pop this baby down in here. You know what? I might even do that visual texture that I'm always talking about. I'm going to add another little strip. Right here. Nope. Those went the same way. I don't know if you noticed that, but right off the bat I was like, no. I do not want those going the same direction. Try that again. Perfect. Let's go ahead and peel this off of the plastic. That down, and then let me look what Monday was. I'm gonna draw in my line. Where did, I really don't like that metal ruler with my emojis. For some reason, the metal ruler that I have always like messes with the roller balls on my pens. it makes it so they catch, and I don't like that. So I'm going to pop in here. I do have my Muji. It's a 0.5. And I'm just going to put in some of the things that I know happened on Monday. Yes, I am back planning because I want to fill this in. I think I'm going to take one of these dots though, and I'm going to start. Should I put it up here? No. I'm going to start here. And I know water the garden. Perfect. That was one thing I knew I needed to get done, so I'll go ahead and check that off because I did do it. The garden's looking amazing. And then I'm going to put in here, I've got work to here. I don't think I had any meetings on Monday. Let me look and make sure. No. I want to put in here to journal. Perfect. And then I think over here, I am going to grab my, I'm looking at the colors, make sure this is the one I want. It is. Crayola Super Tips, and I'm just going to do a dot here, a dot here, and a dot here. I'm going to let that dry, let that absorb in the paper, and then after work, filming, and then water flowers. And then I'm going to take my pen and gear. This is the one that I got for a 2-pack for 88 cents. And I tell you, it is the best 44 cents I have ever spent on a pen. Like, it's the best money I've ever spent on a pen, period. It doesn't matter if it was a $30 fountain pen or it was, yeah, this is one of my very favorites. So I'm going to put a B here for breakfast, an L, and a D. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So for breakfast, I've told you guys before, I would much rather have like a savory breakfast than a sweet breakfast most of the time. So I had a vegetable lasagna. It was leftovers, and oh my gosh, hit the spot. It is weird writing on my desk and not actually on a book or in a book. Like, I've used the spiral notebook, the Hobonichi Cousin, and the composition notebook, and you're writing on paper. So it's like cushioned. This is not cushioned. My desk is, this is not a cover. This is actual wood. So it is not, it is solid. Solid as a rock. All right. And then I had lunch. I had a casserole. Chips, and then vegetable stir fry for dinner. Perfect. Looking good, looking good. Need to figure out what I'm going to put up here. I could put my Wordle of the day. That might be cool. And it was adage. And when I first read it, I'm like, what is adage? What is adage? No, it's adage. It's the old adage of out of sight, out of mind. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so then back in here, I did watch a podcast on time blocking for work, and I would say it was good. It wasn't a bad podcast at all, or I listened to. I didn't watch. I wouldn't say that it was a a bad one. Time blocking at work is really beneficial for me. Time blocking in my personal life is not, which is funny. I can't time block my own personal life to save it, but when it comes to work, I would much rather have a very structured schedule than flying by the seat of my pants trying to figure everything out. So I'm just going to put on here, you know what, I'm going to write with this under here just because I need some cushion. I just need some, I write so hard anyway, and then there's no give to this desk. It just feels like I'm pressing even harder on the paper. In fact, yeah, it is definitely ridges. It's like ruffles. It's got ridges. So time blocking. Time blocking your Outlook calendar, and then setting, for me at home, so this is obviously work, but at home, time blocking doesn't always work. However, setting aside a certain amount of time in the morning to journal and just kind of get my thoughts together for the day is something I need to start doing. And then at the end of my day, I need to set aside some time, even if it's only 15 to 20 minutes, half an hour, to just look at the next day and kind of get it put together so that I'm not waking up in the morning with a scrambled thought of, what do I have going on today? What is out there? What do I have out there? So I need to set a time in the morning to journal and PM to plan that day. I like that. I like that a lot. It's not busy. It's not overwhelmingly like cluttered with anything. I really like that. So for now, I think that's how I'll set it up. That's how I will work with it. I know that was super fast. I'm going to backdate all of these, and I'll probably film them randomly as I'm getting caught up to today. But I wanted to definitely show you this and give you an idea of how I'm going to be utilizing it. Will it change? Of course, because my thought processes, my plans, all of those are changing all the time. So this will definitely be an evolution in this book. So let's pop it back in there. On the first, remember I cut those so that I could just slide it right back in. And let's stay organized. Let's put things back where they go. I think that is the best thing to do. That way nothing gets lost or, torn up or wrinkled or, bent. So put those back in there, and then I'll put my washi tape right back in there, and everything is good to go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll meet you down in the comments. I hope you have an awesome day. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.